And we're back, and we're moving into our final conversation for this morning, where we're going to get all the details about making use of the opportunity of the Taiwanese scholarships that are available. We have with us, to tell us more about it, we have Jillian Hu, who is the third secretary at the Taiwanese Embassy, and we have Dulce Palma, who is a 2018 Taiwan ICDF scholarship recipient. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Well, it's lovely to have you both with us so that we can find out more. The Taiwanese scholarships have definitely become a highly competitive educational opportunity, and so I'm sure there are a lot of people watching to try to figure out how to get that edge. Let's start off with Jillian. You can give us a bit of an overview of the scholarships.
Yes, sure. So as Ms. Melanie already mentioned, the Taiwan Scholarship has already made its name in Belize, and for more than 10 years. We actually started launching the Taiwan ICDF scholarships in 2002 and the MOFA Taiwan scholarships in 2004. And we've sent totally almost 450 Belizean students to Taiwan. And currently, there are more than 100 Belizean students studying in Taiwan. And without further ado, so what's new about this year's the 2021 Taiwan scholarships? So this year, we offer 30 programs for the Taiwan ICDF scholarship. The programs are all English taught, and they're ranging from bachelor, master's to PhD. And you have to be below the age of 50 to apply for the Taiwan ICDF scholarship. Well, for MOFA Taiwan scholarship, there's no specific programs that you have to choose from. Instead, you can choose whatever degree programs in whatever universities of your interest in Taiwan, which means that your program may be taught in Mandarin Chinese. So that's why for this MOFA Taiwan scholarship, we also include an optional 1-year maximum Mandarin study. So what are the benefits of the two scholarships? For the Taiwan ICDF scholarships, ranging, it depends on your degree program of your choice. You will receive a monthly stipend ranging from $400 to $550 plus your round-trip flight tickets, tuition, textbooks, accommodation, credit fees, and insurance will be all paid directly by Taiwan ICDF. Well, for the MOFA Taiwan scholarship, during the language program, you will receive a monthly stipend of $800. And during your degree program, you will receive a monthly stipend for $800. You may think that, so for MOFA Taiwan scholarships, the monthly stipend is higher than that offered by Taiwan ICDF, but those stipends are meant for you to cover your accommodation, insurance, textbooks, tuition, etc.
Yeah. So you pay for everything out of the stipend.
Exactly. Yeah. But these two scholarships are in nature. They are all full scholarships. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the main difference would be, for example, whether you'd like to study for a maximum 1-year Mandarin, or whether there are programs of your interest in the Taiwan ICDF scholarships.
Yeah, where you can learn in English.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So for some, especially those who are already working, may not have the leisure to spend too many years in Taiwan, so they may opt to skip the Mandarin, the 1-year Mandarin period. Yeah. So they may simply choose an English taught program offered by the Taiwan ICDF. Yeah. Or you can still apply for an English program under MOFA Taiwan scholarships. And we've already updated a list of all the English programs offered by universities in Taiwan in this 2021 academic year.
Okay. And can you also talk a little bit about the application process and how to access the application?
Yes, sure. So the easiest way is to Google Taiwan Embassy in Belize, and under the section Taiwan Scholarships, we've updated the information on our website. So for both scholarships, the application form is accessible from our website. So you are simultaneously applying for the school, and you have to print out the application form and then submit it in person to the Taiwan embassy. So for our embassy, we set the deadline for Taiwan ICDF to be the 15th of March. And for MOFA Taiwan Scholarship, that's the 30th of March. But for each school, it will have its own specific deadline. So better to check beforehand with the school of your interest. And after you submit the documents to Taiwan embassy, we will verify whether it's complete or not. If it's incomplete, we will ask you to supplement your application so you won't be disqualified. That's why we still ask you to come to the embassy, but make an appointment before you come to submit your application. If your submission is complete, then we will arrange an interview for you. The interview will be conducted virtually via Skype, so you have to apply for a Skype account if you haven't had one. After the interview, the Taiwan embassy will send a short list of applicants for both scholarships to Taiwan ICDF and to MOFA.
Yeah.
Then Taiwan ICDF and MOFA will inform the embassy by the end of June. That's June 30. The students successfully not accepted.
Yeah.
So the results of both scholarships will be announced by the end of June.
June. Okay.
Yes.
So let's hear the personal story now. Dulce?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. So you were a 2018 ICDF scholarship recipient. But what did you go and study?
So I went for my master's degree in business administration with concentration in international human resource development.
Oh, wow. What prompted you to apply for the scholarship?
Well, I always knew that I wanted to continue studying, and I got an email, strangely enough, I got an email from one of the program managers, and they asked me if I was willing to share it on my Facebook page, and I was going through it and everything, and I said, man, this opportunity seems amazing. And so I decided, you know what, let me try and apply.
Yeah. And what was the process like for you?
The process was relatively simple because literally everything that you need to know is listed on the website. For me, it was a little bit different because my undergraduate degree is from an international university. And so the process with that was a little bit more detailed, but with all the other application details, it was pretty simple.
Yeah.
And making the big step to move to Taiwan, what was that like?
Like with everything in life, you're never like fully ready, but you have to be able to get up one day and say, you know what, I'm ready for a change. I want to invest in my future, and Taiwan is willing to invest in my future as well. So, you know, why not take the opportunity and go? But I don't regret a day choosing to go to Taiwan. Taiwan is absolutely beautiful, and the experience was amazing.
So your program was in English?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I am ICDF,
Yes.
so ICDF students, all of the programs are in English, and then if you choose MOFA, you would more go towards the Chinese-based courses.
Okay. And what was it like? I mean, I think one of the fears people have very often is being in a country where you have no idea the basics of the language.
Yeah, it would be scary. It would be scary. But luckily, recently you have Google Translate. Google Translate will be your best friend throughout the entire experience. You also make international friends, so you make Taiwanese friends that help you along the journey. And ICDF offered us Chinese classes or Mandarin courses. And so we were able to learn basic Mandarin for the duration of our time studying. So that was also very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And
But like I said, it would be if you're a younger person going to a new country in Asia, you would be scared. I can't tell you that you're not gonna be scared, but the outcome and the reality when you get out there, it's if you learn to adapt and if you adapt quickly, you will have no issues.
Yeah.
And what would you tell somebody who is perhaps interested in applying but a bit hesitant?
If you are hesitant to apply, it's like a personal investment that you're making. Taiwan is already paying for literally every single thing. If they pay for airfare, they pay for tuition and fees, they pay for housing, they pay for insurance. Every single thing is covered, even books and Chinese classes. So it's a personal investment that you have to make. You have to get up one day and say that you want change for yourself. And literally nothing in life is going to be a smooth ride. You'll have obstacles, you'll have challenges, but it's worth it. The results in the end, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. And so you completed your program in 2019?
I completed my program June 2020. I came back home in February and then I did my thesis from home and my thesis defense. So I wasn't able to attend my graduation, but like you guys saw, we had a virtual graduation that I was able to attend. And my friends, they made a poster for me because I wasn't there. So that was really sweet of them.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering, and I saw some of the images there. So yeah, the pandemic had already started.
The pandemic had started. But when you're in Taiwan, it's really, really safe. I just happened to come home before I came home for winter break. And when I came back home, borders closed, so I couldn't go back. But I did everything online, and the program managers, they helped me with that process. So my program managers are some of the sweetest people you will ever meet, Steven, Victor, and JC. They made sure that I submitted all my documents on time. They made sure that they sent me a list of everything that I needed to know. So it was a smooth process.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, looking at the competitiveness of the scholarship, every year it's more people applying for the Taiwanese scholarship. What do you think gave you that competitive edge, and what's your suggestion to people as they go through the application process?
I lived in Asia before, so I guess that kind of helped me. I was living in Asia for 3 years before this, prior, and also I was open to new adventures and new cultures and learning a new language. You have to be open to learning all of these different things and being open to share your experiences and represent your country as well, you know. So we have the Independence Day parade out there, so you create a Belizean community. You have to always remember where you come from and keep that Belizean pride with you wherever you go. You have to be able to incorporate things that you've learned from your country and take it out there, and then learn things from their country and bring it back. It's a process that, you know, you have to be willing to share and be open and be honest about what are your expectations of the scholarship as well.
Mm-hmm.
And also, perhaps Jillian can take
Yes.
that question and talk a little bit about tips or things that can make your scholarship application successful.
Sure. Exactly. I'd like to briefly giving some feedback to what Dulcie already mentioned. I especially like the point when she mentioned that by applying for a Taiwan scholarship, it's like investing in your own future, because actually that's what those two scholarships are meant for. That's to assist with the development needs of our partner countries, including Belize. So the main focus would be on the areas of Belize's development focus, for example, tropical agriculture, public health, education, and the IT industry. Then when you are applying for the scholarship, of course, we would be wondering whether you've studied the program itself, whether you have friends in Taiwan, because many of the applicants, they may be their first time to stay abroad, to live abroad for such a long time, and many of them are very young. So we are wondering whether they can adapt to a totally different culture. And then we will be asking questions like, what are the career prospects you have in mind? Because that's very important that after you complete the study programs, you will be returning back to Belize and then contribute to the fields of your specialty. And I also like to mention about the the Mandarin environment in Taiwan, because while DUC went to Taiwan, that time we hadn't launched the pre-trip Mandarin support program.
Yeah.
Because since a couple of years ago, after we have a Mandarin lecturer hosted by Taiwan ICDF, so every year before the scholarship recipients travel to Taiwan, they can register for, it's about 1 month or so language learning program. So whether your program will be taught in Mandarin Chinese or all in English, you are all welcome to register the program. It's all for free for scholarship recipients. That's to better equip them for the Mandarin environment in Taiwan.
Okay.
And as Ducey mentioned, she earned her degree in a foreign country, so that's in Belize. So for applicants with an overseas degree, you have to have your diploma and transcript certified by the Republic of China Taiwan mission in that country before submitting those documents to Taiwan Embassy in Belize.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means, yeah. So what's the deadline for this application period?
So for MOFA Taiwan Scholarship, that's the end of March. And for Taiwan ICDF, that's the 15th of March. Because we are aware that for some of our missions in certain countries, they may be still closed. So you have to consult them for example, the online application, whether they accept online application or whether by post, because you are in Belize. So if you have any difficulties reaching out to them, or maybe that longer process caused a delay for your submission, you can simply let us know. We try to be flexible, especially in this time of the pandemic. And we really appreciate that we still received so many applications last year, because last year we've already been affected by COVID-19. So very grateful that so many Belizeans are choosing Taiwan.
Yeah. And they traveled, they went to school on schedule?
Actually, because we imposed then entry regulations on foreigners, so the international students were among the first of the groups of foreigners that's for we to relax our entry regulations.
Okay.
But usually we send the students to Taiwan early, because the academic year starts in early September. So for them to have a very smooth transition, we usually send them to Taiwan at the end of August. But last year we sent them to Taiwan in early September, as I recall, late September. And then the last student departed on the first week of October.
Okay. So they weren't too late on their journey. Yeah. Okay.
Not really, and this year it's still depending on whether we relaxed entry regulations for international students. But we will keep everyone informed, and then their trips are, rest assured that their trips are taken care of by our embassy.
All right. So where can people get the application form online? As you said, it's best to just Google it. And you have so many different helpful tips as to how people can get through the application. Any other advice you want to give people as to the application process?
I think the questions can be very school specific, because while applying for a school, the specific school may ask, for example, like your proof of financial support. So for those school-specific questions are better directed to that specific school. But what Taiwan Embassy can assist is liaising you maybe with the right school contact, so which will make the process easier. And if you have concerns over your application, your eligibility, for example, you are more than welcome to give us a call or send us an email so we can verify, for example, your application, or we can walk you through the process.
All right. And once again, as you said, everything is covered by the scholarship, from the flight, the
Yes.
insurance, the housing, the school fees, and a monthly stipend. It's a great opportunity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the international students, they are entitled to work in Taiwan. So because I understand that some students may like to have a part-time job and
Yeah.
earn some extra money to support their living,
Yeah.
that's possible. But you have to get the permission from school beforehand.
Okay. All right, Dulce, one last time, tell us why you would tell other young people to jump on the opportunity and apply for the scholarship.
So, youth, this is our time to come out and, help develop our country. It's a great networking opportunity. They offer literally everything, guys. This is an opportunity that you cannot miss. Trust me, you don't want to miss Taiwan. The view is great. The food is amazing. You have different types of food that you could try. The language, it's a new experience to learn. Yeah, I would definitely go back.
All right. Well, that's a testament right there if you say you'd do it all over again. Thank you both, ladies.
Thank you, Miss Malini and Gavin.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, you heard it from Jillian and Dulce. You should, if you're interested, you should head over to the website to find out some more information all about these great scholarship opportunities. But with that, we are going to be taking our final break for this morning. And when we come back, we are going to have our wrap up. So please stay tuned.